Alright, A24, I have loved every single release that you guys have done so far. Let's hope that this continues to streak!
And maybe the whole world will remember you, or maybe just a couple of people, but you do what you can to make sure you're still around after you're gone.
So, A Ghost Story is a new drama film written and directed by David Lowery, the guy who brought us the remake of Pete's Dragon last year, a film I really dug. We follow two characters played by Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara, and since I didn't see the trailer for this film, I actually didn't see anything going on. I only saw the poster and that was it, so what I'm going to do for you guys is basically give you this. Imagine seeing the life of a ghost after that person has died and seeing them watch their loved ones and seeing how life moves on. Alrighty guys, so let's get into A Ghost Story. So I was really looking forward to A Ghost Story for two reasons. One, because of A24. I mean, just like I said in my intro, I have loved every one of the releases. I loved It Comes the Night. The Witch was in my top 10 favorite films of 2016. Locke was amazing. Ex Machina I thought was brilliant. So I had a lot of hope looking for this one. And plus the poster really intrigued me. It looked like it'd be a horror film, and just to let you guys know right now, this is not a horror film at all. This is a straight up drama. And I gotta tell you guys, I did like A Ghost Story. The cinematography is incredible to look at, and plus you'll find that the aspect ratio is different. It's shot in that very viewfinder-like format, I feel like, and to give it more of a dreamlike quality, which does do its job from time to time. Guys, the star of this film is the cinematography. Not only is the film beautiful to look at, but there's some very haunting imagery. Like, there is one shot in particular that I know is gonna stay in my head for a long time. Rooney Mara gives her best performance since Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. She doesn't say that much, but you can really sense the pain, the grief, and her depression that she is going to with this one scene, which I'll get into later. But I really felt her grief and her depression. I would love to see something for her at the Oscars this year. Maybe, I highly doubt it though, but Rooney Mara was phenomenal in this movie. There's this guy halfway through the film, I can't remember his name, but I'll put his name right there, but he has this monologue about life and death, and what he says made me think a lot after I saw the film. Like, it made me think a lot. It explores the themes of grief, of death, of life, and it explores them very well. And the last 25 minutes made me think of the movie in an entirely different way. Like, how everything wraps up in that last 25 minutes really made me change perception about the entire movie. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, the ending had me doing this. I did like A Ghost Story, but I have to be honest with you guys, while I've loved A24's previous films, this is by far my least favorite of their films. Starting off with the pacing, oh my god. People thought that The Witch was boring, people thought that It Comes the Night was boring. If you guys thought those films were boring, this movie is going to most likely bore the shit out of you. Even though there were things going on, I cannot help the fact that I was bored through a lot of the film. Like, for example, there was a scene with Rooney Mara, which I will not spoil, and I get the context of what was going on in the scene. I get why she was doing this within the scene, but I was so bored during the scene. Like, this was me about, I would say, a few minutes into it. This feels like it's been going on for 10 minutes. This can cut. Not only the scene, but the movie felt like it was so long. It felt like it was over 2 hours long. Basically, the movie is basically just someone just walking around and watching people. And while it can work with some films, for me, it personally just didn't work with this movie. While the cinematography was beautiful and haunting, and the aspect ratio, while I get why they did what they did with it, it got really distracting at times. Like, there were so many parts throughout the film where I was just looking at the sides of the ratio. If you do not like art house movies at all, you're probably going to hate the crap out of this movie, just letting you guys know. While I did like A Ghost Story, I just didn't love it. If people loved A Ghost Story, I will understand why. If people hated A Ghost Story, I will understand why. Where am I? I'm in the middle of it. At one certain point in A Ghost Story, I was like, this is okay, but I'm not really digging this the way how I thought it would. But then the last 25 minutes came around, And the last 25 minutes changed my perspective on the entire film, and I started to like it a lot more. All in all, guys, I'm gonna give A Ghost Story a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I personally liked the film, but I cannot recommend it to everybody because this film, I think, is more really for art house movie lovers. Alright guys, so comment down, let me know below. Are you guys excited for Ghost Story? Are you not? Please let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and I'm also on Snapchat. So if you want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and my usernames are in the description below. If you guys enjoyed my review of A Ghost Story, please hit that like button and also subscribe to see more reviews just like this one. If you guys want to see my review of Girls Trip, please click right there. And if you guys want to see my review of Dunkirk, please click right there. And of course, until the next review, I will see you guys next time.